Alright, what's up guys, X3 Chronic back at again with giving yet another amazing video, and today, 5D's finally dropped, a lot of new stuff is here, and I'm not gonna really make that much of a long video today. Today, I'm gonna make it short, I'm gonna make it almost straight to the point. We're gonna do maybe one duel, and literally that's it, and right from there, we're just gonna go into, like, the update and what to expect, what's different, and some things that I really wish could have been done better. Alright, so, Junk Blader, it works. Let's go. Alright, I got Junk Synchron in my hand. That's good. Anyway, man, I cannot believe that 5Ds is here. I cannot believe all the stuff that they added. If you've seen the new deck box, there's so much support for X-Saber, Genix, Gusto, surprisingly. I mean, I didn't expect a lot from Gusto, like, at least this early. I'm waiting for Psychics to get support with Synchro, and that'll just be set from there. I mean, honestly. So far, it's looking very, very, very good, and I'm gonna really enjoy this. I'm gonna really enjoy it. But there are a few problems that I ran into, and I see, and, you know, it's not good that these problems exist, but they can be dealt with and changed, which is a good thing. Alright, so most likely that's probably going to be some along the lines of maybe Econ. Alright, let's see. Maybe Wall of D. Okay, it was Super Rush Headlong. Alright. Alright. Alright, by sending one spell trap card to graveyard. Okay, so I mean, you know, honestly, it's not that bad of an effect. I mean, that means I could probably Synchro next turn. Okay, so let's see. Alright, so let's see what he does. Alright, come on. Oh, yeah, this guy, he's fairly new, isn't he? Alright. So, anyway, with this new deck box, I guess I can start talking about it now since we're in a duel. Honestly, the deck box itself, for what it has, it should not have 180 packs. I mean, honestly, there's a lot of cards there that, like, literally has no use. There's cards there that really don't work as you want them to. There's cards that try to support an archetype, but no one runs that archetype, and even with that support, that archetype isn't gonna really grow, which sucks. Now, there are a few cards that are really good, I'm not gonna lie, but really, there's not really too much to offer with this pack. I mean, then we can go over to, like, the idea of, you know, them making it to where, okay, so send one card from your spell or trap. Oh, okay. Alright, so I basically face that down, put that face down, send to the graveyard, summon that, and my opponent's going to try to do something with it. Alright, let's see what we can go into first. So we can go into Junk Synchron. Alright, so we can go into Junk Synchron. We can't go into Stardust, sadly. Alright, so, you know, I guess we'll go into Junk Synchron. Alright. Oh, is he going to do something? Is he going to stop me? Alright, so he's not going to stop me. Junk Synchron, let's go ahead and do this. Which, I mean, honestly, on the fact that they gave us Junk Synchron and then, basically made it to where we, get a Junk Synchron from the, I forgot what it's called. Oh, I should have watched the summon animation. Oh, it is here. Okay. Does it have a summon animation? No, it doesn't. Alright. And did I gain that attack? Is my opponent's going to activate his card? What's going on here? Does it not have attack? It gains the attack on my level 2 or lower monster. Oh, you currently control. Okay, so interesting. I don't remember a lot with Junk Warrior because when I was playing like 5D's games, I didn't really use Junk Warrior a lot. You know, Stardust was the main thing, but I'll get to that in a minute. All right. Oof. That's a loss. I'm just gonna take it. Honestly, I know it's kind of a little bit lackluster, but I really just want to go into like talking about what they did wrong, because there's not a lot of times where Konami do something wrong, but when they do, they really mess it up. So let's take a look at the structure deck that they gave us. So not only did they make it to where we don't get Stardust, even in a structure deck, but they made it to where he's in a 180 pack box. And not only that, but he's an ultra rare. So good luck with that, guys, unless you put down like a lot of money or get really lucky. But they made it to a skill. They made it to a skill. We're going to get to that too. Because with that skill, you get a Stardust, which is good, and a Junk Synchron. And the thing is, you get 2 copies of this card, and it needs a Junk Synchron to tune it. You need to summon this card with a Junk Synchron. You only get 1. I don't understand why they would do something like that unless they have something planned in the future, but man, it is so stupid. Then again, Junk Synchron is counted as an ultra rare, which in my opinion, it should be an SR along with this card being an SR, because this card is not worth being an ultra rare. I'm not gonna lie. There's so many more powerful cards, even with the crappier deck boxes like Vision of Ice. Freaking even Anki's better than this card. I mean, and Anki's a really good card, but the thing is, this card's effect is very lackluster. The card should not be an ultra rare. It's extremely odd to summon being that's a level 5. It's just not really worth it. It doesn't even have that much attack for a level 5 monster. I've seen level 5 monsters with way more attack. So they kind of messed up with that. And looking at this, you get Gravity Warrior, which, hey, his effect is somewhat useful, I guess, if your opponent has a full field, but apart from that, I don't see myself using him too much. And he does change monster position, so I mean, hey, it works. It works, it's okay. I'm glad it's a rare and not an SR, because if it was an SR, that'd be even more BS that they put into this. But getting into the cards that they put in the structure deck, very lackluster. Oh my god, like, I don't understand. Like, I know they wanted to do the junk thing or junk monsters, but honestly, they could have put much better junk monsters. I mean, this guy has, I guess, somewhat of a reasonable effect thing that he negates all monster effects, but really, when you summon a monster to the field, you want to either use that monster to attack or use him to go into another monster. You're not going to distribute a monster off the bat and negate everybody's effect. I mean, that's like very iffy and that's very situational. Doesn't need to be in a deck. Going over to this guy, banishing a monster from your graveyard for 400 extra attack. Lackluster, doesn't need to be here. I mean, the current meta, you don't even really get monsters in the graveyard too often, because they either get banished by your opponent, or they get cycled back into your hand for you to use again. I mean, that's just how it is. Cards that go in the graveyard need to stay in the graveyard. They don't need to be banished, and most likely they need to be added back to your hand or special summon back to the field. This outs potential monsters that you can put back on the field and Synchro into. Really wish they would have put a better card than this. Going into Junk Servant, I mean, hey, it's a special summon, so maybe you can go into another tuner. I mean, not tuner, another Synchro monster if you already have a tuner on the field. But, hey, that's also iffy because, like I said, monsters right now in a structure deck, they're not up to par with how you need the meta to work. I mean, there's a lot of level 2s, a lot of level 3s, but this card would never really come in handy. Pride of the Week, this is a worthless card right now. I mean, yeah, you can make a deck around it, but it does not help your case whatsoever. I mean, yeah, level 2 or lower monster you control destroys a opponent monster, sends it to a graveyard. If you have no cards, draw 2. When are you ever going to rely on a level 2 monster to destroy your opponent monster? I mean, Right now, Yubel is like the main thing everybody's using. Fire King Yubel. Maybe this will come up in the future, but right now, you can't even really keep a monster on the field that long. Then again, you won't even summon a level 2 to the field unless it's face down, and maybe it's a Grave Squirm or something, which is a level 1. It's just really bad, and it doesn't work. I would go into Card Breaker. You can see from the stats, the level, and the effect that I use that this card really isn't worth it because you send your own card to the graveyard. Which I guess you could pair it with this card right here. If this card sends to a graveyard, you summon a Speed Warrior. But if that was the case, why don't we have 2 to 3 copies of Card Breaker in this deck? I mean, seriously, even 2. 2 mainly because if you have 2 Limit Overload, you should have 2 Card Breaker. Simple as that. Going into this card, hey, it's pretty good. I mean, it brings your tuner out of graveyard or a level 2 out of graveyard for you to synchro summon. But that's really it. That's the only problems I really had with the deck. This, it's good. It literally damages your opponent for cards you send to a graveyard. This right here is good because it's a tuner that can be summoned from your spell and trap card zone. Kind of like Swamp Mirror and stuff like that. Very, very simple to use. This right here, I mean, I guess you could have some use for it, but I don't see too much use for it. It's very situational depending on what monsters you have on field. And going over to this card, it's an extra 1,000 attack. That's really it. I mean, hey, 1,000 attack is 1,000 attack. Whether you use it when you're attacking or when your opponent's attacking you. 1,000 attack is 1,000 attack. But, yeah. So, that's really the only problems I have with the deck apart from, low-level monsters like this, if you control the monsters. That's the only problems I have with the deck, and the structure deck really was lackluster compared to a lot of other ones. Even Sorcerer's Alliance had better support and better cards than this Synchro deck right here, okay? Like, honestly. Now, going out of that, it would not be a deck review unless I give my own opinion and deck, right? So, this is the deck that I'm kind of working with. I want to try to keep the idea of the low-level monsters if my game would load. But I... cough. I switched out a few monsters and a few spells and traps. I took out Pride of the Week, obviously, because that was a really worthless card. I have Charger Synchron, but it really doesn't work with a few of these monsters, like, let's see. Oh, actually, it does work. Never mind. I was thinking that one of these guys needed a warrior non-tuner monster, but yeah, it'll work. Mainly because it's a level 1. You can summon it easily, or you can bring it back to the field easily with a few other effects. But Tuner Warrior or Toon Warrior, I mean, hey, look, level 3, decent amount of attack. It's a tuner monster, use it. But a few cards that I added. Let's see. Not only did I add Charger Synchron, but I literally put Wall of Disruption in. I kept majority of them, mainly because I'm going to try them out. But, I mean, it doesn't have too much to offer. I mean, honestly. Now, should you buy it? If you want another copy of Junk Warrior, definitely buy it. But if you don't worry about it. Just get, like, 3 copies of the amazing UR that we have in a 180 card pack called Stardust Dragon. And you should be good. Or use his, skill to add Stardust and Junk Synchron to your deck, which, like I said, that is so stupid to only add Junk Synchron into the deck by a skill. And look at this. Look at this. Not a single Junk Synchron, but we have 2. Not 1, but 2 Junk Warriors. And Junk Warrior require Junk Synchron to synchron into them. That is so stupid. I don't understand what Konami was thinking when they did it. I feel like they just really weren't thinking when they did it. Hopefully, they weren't thinking when they did it. That way they can change this and, this could all be, resolved. But honestly, on the fact that this is in a 180 card pack, box, I should say, this is stupid. This makes no sense for the main boss monster of a character to literally be in a deck box. You didn't do it with Dark Magician, you didn't do it with Blue Eyes. I mean, technically, Blue Eyes Ultimate, but he used normal Blue Eyes. You didn't do it with Neo. You didn't do it with freaking Ojama King. Why does it have to be freaking Stardust Dragon. And that's the only good card that you say really has as a Synchro, in my opinion. I mean, come on. Why does it have to be so difficult for you to add this card, at least as a level 40 level reward, or a level maybe 20 level reward instead of a skill, or maybe like a level 30, 40, something. At least give it in a level reward to where we can get Stardust Dragon. But being that it's already done, I highly doubt they're ever going to change it. I'm going to leave it at that. This has been a small review. I'm going to have a lot more content once I get my characters leveled up and get a lot more characters, see what they really have to offer. I don't want to go ahead and kind of judge the game as of now with the new update that came out, but man, it's really hard not to, and I'm going to try to keep a positive mindset. Hopefully you guys do too, and I'll see you guys next time with another video. It's been Chronic, and I am out for now. Make sure, if you do want to check out some other videos, to subscribe first. Make sure to hit the notification bell to know if you get any other videos. And I guess that's really it. I would say join my Discord, but at this point, I don't really use it too much myself. So go ahead and subscribe, check out a few other videos. There is a lot more content to see, a lot more decks, older decks, newer decks, spell books, ice counters, Arrow Mage, anything you're looking for. I probably have done a video on it apart from maybe Aliens. So I'll see you guys next time.